Hey everybody, welcome to the Brainal podcast. This is episode 30. Episode 30, and today is June 8th. I was about to say 19 something. 2016. I am Jeppy Condile.
I am Frozen GFX.
And I am Good Coffee.
We have a lot to talk about. So, E3 coming up next week. E3 2016.
E3?
What
what is that?
Huh?
I was like, what is that?
What is E3? E3? But so today I would like to get into some predictions and whatever, and wishes and everything. But before that, let's, if you guys are okay with this, I'd like to talk about particular interesting news that has come out this past week, past few days. You guys cool with that?
Sure.
Yeah, hit me.
Okay, so let's just start with a big one for Coffee and myself. Persona 5 is officially coming to the States in February 2017. And
Oh, wow.
and I think Coffee September, right? Japan. Correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Gotcha. So we talked about this earlier, and I understand why, but I'd like you to explain again your sentiments about that announcement.
I'm a little disappointed that we have to wait a little bit longer, but then I thought about it a little bit, and I was like, okay, it makes sense considering they just announced the September release for Japan, and I mean, what better way to spend Valentine's Day? Let's be honest.
That's true. So just a heads up for people who don't know, the Persona series is a JRPG series that Coffee has introduced me to. I've never played a Persona game before. He talked about it. Could not shut up about Persona 4.
I won't never stop.
And I'm glad you did not shut up.
I'm not stopping. Shutting up.
But from what I understand, it's actually part of a bigger... not universe, but a bigger series that's Shin Megami Tensei, correct?
That's right.
Yeah. So, but the first one I played, and it's really the only main one I played, is Persona 4 Golden for the Vita, and I started playing Persona 3, but I haven't really continued with that. But to be straight up, I enjoyed the crap out of Persona 4. And plus, I played that right after playing Chrono Trigger. And Persona 4 was just amazing. And everything Coffee said was spot on. The characterization is amazing. The plot was great. The battle system's fantastic. Just everything about that game.
Music, though.
Oh, God, the music, yes. We listen to it all the time.
Yes, we do.
Me and you. So, I honestly can't think of anything I don't like about that game. But tell me,
ends?
Did it really?
No, it's still going on.
I think we're playing Dancing All Night, right?
In my heart, yes.
Coffee, when did Persona 4, the original one, come out?
I believe 2007. So, yeah, it's going to be 10 years.
Yeah. So, a few more months, I don't mind waiting. But they kept us in the dark for a while. They kept teasing, or you, more or less, because I'm very new to the series. But I'm very excited. I'm very happy it's coming out for PS4. because originally it was supposed to be just PS3, right?
Mm-hmm. Actually, the special edition is actually only coming out for PS4, from what I understand.
Wait, what's a special edition?
I think it's called Give Me Your Heart edition or something like it. It has to do with Valentine's Day, and
Oh, really?
it comes with a plush like toy of the cat mascot character,
Like the equivalent to
Teddy more or less, yeah. And it comes with I think an art book, soundtrack CD, and I think some in-game items. So I went ahead and pre-ordered that on Amazon.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do that. You guys, you know what, Coffee? You keep talking, and I'm gonna be right back because I'm gonna pre-order this mofo right now.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
you should probably do that. But yeah, I think it's called I don't know, love something. I don't know. Everyone's joking about how they're gonna spend their Valentine's Day wrapped up in Persona 5, saying forget their significant others, doesn't matter. Persona 5.
It's all about this game, man.
Well, yeah, people kind of have a rabid following for this game, you know. I'd say maybe the fan base might actually be a little bit more hardcore about their love for this series than even Final Fantasy fans. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I feel.
You know,
Wow.
I would agree, and I just did pre-order. Thank you for telling me about that.
Yeah, no
Coffee.
problem.
I would agree, but I think a lot of that is due. Well, not a lot, but there are fewer Persona games than Final Fantasy games. You know,
True.
so their track record as far as Atlas. I mean, especially considering what just happened with Final Fantasy 13 and all those games and everything like that, not being seen quite in the best light with some fans. But yeah, I would agree with you. It's a much more. Yeah, I would say that. Frozen, if I could give you an analogy, I would say if Final Fantasy were, man, what's a really good, huge. I'm trying to think music. If Final Fantasy were, I don't know, let's say Metallica.
Okay.
Yeah, so some great albums, some of them not so great or whatever, but I would say mainstream as far as RPGs go, I
Okay.
would say Persona is more Deftones.
Oh,
Where-
that's a
Yeah,
big
comment,
association.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the what Coffee is trying to say as far as the fan base of Deftones are a lot more, and I mean this in a good way, rabid, right?
Right.
Mhm.
No,
As
I agree.
opposed to fans of Metallica, where they have their favorite albums, but they're also Metallica albums. I'm like, yeah, I could leave,
Yeah.
keep or leave it, but yeah.
Wow.
So
I need to check this out.
sort of fun.
Prepare your
Yeah.
butts.
It's awesome. But yeah, just a heads up, if you don't have time to put into a JRPG like that, they do have, at least for 4 and 3, they have anime to go with it.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Not
you
the
just wanna-
same. Not the same.
true.
Oh.
That's absolutely right. But either way,
I'll get
right.
to it one day.
Huh?
I'll get to it one day.
Cool. Okay, another piece of news. The Walking Dead Season 3 for Telltale Games is going to come out this fall. Remind me where you guys are as far as how many of those Walking Dead games you played.
I'm still on the second one. In
Okay, so
fact,
you can-
I haven't.
And let's just be very careful for spoilers just in case.
Yeah, I have not beaten the second one, let alone started the second one. I own it, but I haven't done it.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, wasn't it?
It was PS Plus.
There. That's right. What about you, Frozen?
You have about an hour and a half to the first one.
It's a slow start, man. It's
Yeah,
slow.
I know.
Yeah.
I have such a back catalog to go through, and but hey, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Cool. I finished Season 2, and I'm very excited for Season 3. I did not play the Michonne little episodes.
Is that related to the Telltale? Is that Telltale
I
as well?
don't know.
I don't
I
think it
don't know
was.
at all. It might be. I mean, technically, Glenn was in the first season of the game, so
Oh, that's true.
it might be, might not. It looks like it's the same style, and it's Telltale, right? So either way, I'm excited about that. Something else. Side note: I'm very excited about the Telltale Batman game coming out. I think it's
Ooh.
supposed to come out.
Ooh, I
It
had no
looks
idea
good.
that was coming
Looks
out.
good.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Ooh, I like that.
You like what?
I like that there's going to be a Telltale of Batman.
Oh, have you seen any concept art about it?
No, no. I mean, this is the first I hear of anything
Gotcha.
related to that. So
Yeah, so it's
that's
supposed
awesome.
to come out sometime this summer. But the the style, I think it's supposed to be old school Batman as far as um maybe I want to say won't look like the animated series, but that time era.
Hmm.
You know, maybe
Okay.
even earlier, so 40s or 50s or something like that. It's supposed to look very maybe Art Deco. So I'm excited about that.
Cool.
The buttercream.
Yosh.
Yosh.
Yes,
So another big event that starts with an E is gonna occur in July. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Evo 2016. Yes, this will be the first Evo with Street Fighter 5. So that's gonna be exciting. But what's made news? You okay, Frozen? You okay?
I just got stressed out when you said Street Fighter 5.
We have fun playing that,
Oh,
right?
yeah, no, we have lots of fun playing it. And then I'm on the verge of breaking the world at the end of the night. But
What?
I have fun.
Breaking the world? That
Yeah,
sounds
Yeah.
breaking the
heavily
world.
violent.
Yeah, but I think he's not exaggerating.
He's gonna
Yeah,
break.
breaking the world.
I think he's
Break the
being
world.
literal. I think he'd punch the ground.
Yes.
He's gonna knee the world in the crotch.
Straight up,
about the
did mock on
knees?
the earth. It's just kapow!
There's the juicy ankles. Just gotta hit him.
Remember what you said during
Yes,
the?
yes, nice.
That's awesome.
Do
But
fight!
what made news about Evo is that according to Polygon, more than 2,000 people have signed up for the Smash for Wii U, Smash 4.
Oh,
Yeah, which is awesome. So that's gaining crazy popularity. And usually for tournament play, what tends to be more notorious is Melee. So it's nice to see people supporting Smash 4 as well. I think Smash 4 is amazing.
it is.
I think it's so good that it doesn't make me miss Melee. Brawl kind of did. And I viewed more Brawl, and we played a lot of Brawl leading up to 4, me and you, Coffee. Brawl was just more like the stopgap for me. It's like, okay, this is going to hold me off until,
they get
new
the
Smash comes
they
out.
get their stuff together. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty awesome. So I'm very excited about that.
Are you gonna be a part of the 2000?
No.
No?
No.
I'm gonna watch.
I haven't
Pause.
really sat down to watch Evo before, but I think this year I might. I want to watch Smash and Street Fighter. So
I want to watch
Nice.
Smash
Maybe-
Fighter
Yeah.
Street
Maybe
Edition.
if they have the stream open, maybe we can embed it into Brainal.net.
that'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
I'll try working that out.
So for those who don't know, Evo 2016 is going to be in Las Vegas, July 15th through July 17th. Man, that's going to be crazy. So that's exciting. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, let's move on to some depressing news.
No, I can't take it. I'm still reeling over. No
Yeah,
Man's Sky.
trust me, you're not going to be sad about this one.
I'm
am.
sad. Yeah.
Yeah, Coffee would be. Allison Road has been canceled. I don't know why, because that thing looked amazing. But you know what? But there was a gameplay demo, right? I just
Yeah.
watched a trailer, but
They
from what I
don't.
understand,
They didn't announce why either. I don't think they just said due to unforeseen circumstances or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think they're gonna tell us what happened later. But yeah. So for those who don't know, Allison Road seemed to pick up where PT left off. And Frozen, me and you watched that video on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember that. That was, yeah,
that was terrifying.
it was.
Uh, so I did back that on Kickstarter, but at the same time, I think they canceled the campaign because, if I remember correctly, they were picked up by a publisher. And then I don't know what happened. So that is very. That sucks.
It
That
does.
Sucks, so. Either way, Coffee, any sentiment on that?
I didn't follow it quite as closely, just because PT. I mean, when I think of PT, I just like, man, I just want more PT that's actually made by Kojima and Del Toro. But it did it looked promising. I'm a little bummed about it, but I'm not like completely broken up about it, if that makes sense. I'm bummed because I know there's another game that's being released along the PT vein. I forget the name of it exactly, but it's still being made. That was vague and unhelpful, but I did see it.
Okay. Another piece of news, and this is official, but I did not see the trailer for this yet. Final Fantasy 12 HD remaster coming out next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now,
Zodiac edition.
yeah, it's called the Zodiac Age. And this
Yeah.
was officially announced by Square Enix. And have any of you played, or actually have any of you beat Final Fantasy 12?
I did.
Without spoiling anything, what were your thoughts on that?
I really enjoyed it. A lot of people didn't like it because it kind of strayed from the typical gameplay formula of the Final Fantasy games, but I really enjoyed how, well, to be honest, Final Fantasy 12 to me felt like a single player MMO.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that. I thought it was an excellent game. Now, I guess my only gripe was there isn't a main character per se to, really become. I don't know. I don't know if there was enough development, and that's just my personal opinion. But it was a good game. It was a good game. I'm looking forward to the remake. I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah, me too. That's a game. I started playing it, but I think I only got the last thing I remember playing that game is just leaving the main city. So maybe that's like a couple hours, maybe.
Yeah, you're not that far in.
But at the same time, I wonder, have they announced any, any gameplay changes or any?
Yeah, the Zodiac system. It's a job system that I think they released for the Japanese director's cut, kind of like for Final Fantasy X and 10.2 HD, how they added that content that was only released in the Japanese system. I mean, I guess it was called Final Mix, or no, it wasn't Final Mix. I forget what it was. Final Mix is Kingdom Hearts, but same idea, and I think it has something to do with the job system. I'm not entirely sure.
Got you. Frozen, any thoughts?
I haven't played Final Fantasy in such a long time, so I mean, it would be cool to take a look. I've never played 12. I don't think I've played past 10, to be honest with you.
12's one of the better ones in my mind, so you should give it a shot, man.
I'll add that to the back catalog.
I wonder how it's going to translate. I bet it would translate fairly well. Either way. Okay, so now I don't know if we've really talked about this. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I would like to talk about Overwatch. So there has been news of a tease of the director of the game. They've heard complaints, and I think they agree that McCree is a little too OP, I guess.
Yeah.
And I like the quote. So this was Jeff Kaplan, so the director of the game. His reasoning I like a lot. So a lot of people that I talk to online, or from what I hear, complain that his ultimate is too to appear too easy, which I can see what they're saying. But Jeff Kaplan's reason was he doesn't think McCree, who's a cowboy for the record, for those who know, he's an offensive player, should not be able to take out a tank as quickly as he does in this particular game. So they've been kind of hinting at a nerf on his part, and also a buff for Diva, which I agree with because. Well, okay, I have to be careful how I say this. I really like Diva. I have noticed that she doesn't do much damage, and for a tank character, she should be able to take down people, I guess, a little easier. But at the same time, it could be I'm not good at her yet, you know. So that's the thing I gotta keep in mind too. But it's just interesting to see Blizzard be fairly open. You know, like, we got to balance. You got to do some rebalancing or tweaks or something like that. But Coffee, what are your thoughts on that?
That's something that Blizzard's always been good about. If there are other games, Diablo and especially Heroes of the Storm, the MOBA, they're always very forthright about changes they're going to make, and they will admit their mistakes, and they'll be like, okay, well, this character is either too weak or too strong, and they'll go ahead and add balance changes. And I do appreciate that they're so willing to do that and then fix it quickly. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Diva is one of my favorite characters to use, and I'm looking forward to doing a little bit of extra damage to the opposition using her now.
Yeah, and I think later this month, or is it? Yeah, later this month they're gonna have the competitive mode.
I believe they push it to July. I could be wrong.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Next month then.
Yeah.
Either way, I've been enjoying the crap out of that game. So I think we got to coordinate this, but I would like to do some Overwatch footage for our YouTube channel. I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. Let's see what else. So, Destiny. When it comes to Destiny, there was on the official Destiny website today. I don't know how this happens, but it just happens. There was an image that was posted a little too early, referring to Rise of Iron, and the caption. Well, the image shows it's Lord Saladin holding the axe with two wolves, which is not the same thing as we saw before, but it looks pretty amazing. And it's a flaming axe. Have you seen this, Frozen?
Yeah, but actually, that is the same thing that I've seen before.
When we first mentioned it a couple weeks ago, that's not what I saw.
When I was looking online from the Reddit post, that's the same image that I see today now on Kotaku. It's the same image that I saw. Him holding that two-handed battle axe that's flaming with the two wolves in the background or below him.
Oh, see, that's not the one that I saw.
And it looks like the wall is broken through and things like that. Yeah,
that's the one I saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, so the caption here says, "Watch the official Destiny Rise of Iron reveal trailer. Rise of Iron launches September 20, 2016 for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One." And respect anyone who plays on last gen systems, but let us progress, okay?
Yes.
Let us unlock
100%.
the true potential of these games. So they've been out for
Preach it.
Yeah, they've been out for a couple years, and it's about time that we move on to the current generation.
You being like a Southern preacher? Is that what's going on right now?
No, I was doing James Hetfield from Metallica.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay. I did not. I've never actually know anything about Metallica, so. Oops.
No, James Hetfield would make the most amazing preacher, because he ends every word with a
Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, they're supposed to have, I think, tomorrow an event. Then I guess we already know what's going to happen tomorrow as far as the trailer, but whatever. But we'll see. Frozen, do you have any thoughts on that?
I'm interested to see what the trailer is going to hold. Did they confirm that there's going to be a new raid or not yet? Or?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Should be interesting.
yeah. Hopefully it'll be. Okay, now for some reason, I don't know how to read this, and I can't speak out of personal experience, but so you guys know Watch Dogs 2 has been announced officially, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't a leak at first. What was a leak? Maybe not.
Well, I think the PR team, from what I heard, just started sending out tweets to gaming media,
Hmm.
Okay.
but without making a big deal out of it. So I don't know if that was a leak or not. And then they finally, I guess, they've made it official to everyone. Um, so supposedly, it's supposed to launch November 15th,
Mm.
and I have not played Watch Dogs. Have any of you played Watch Dogs?
If not,
No, I really wanted to play the first one when it came out, but
Mm-hmm.
all of the bad reviews and the glitches really put me off on that. I never picked it up.
So when did the first one come out?
Oh man, I think it was either
2013?
right near launch or maybe shortly after launch.
Okay.
I think so. I'm not too sure.
it
So
had
the-
potential.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Um, one of two things can happen here. Me personally, and this is just personal preference. I'm at all not interested in this personally. Personal. But I'm hoping the game does well for its own good. Think of the jump from Assassin's Creed 1 to 2, right? Assassin's Creed 1 was kind of the first of its kind, but at the same time did have, I think, very good critiques to the game as far as how it was implemented. And they took a few years off, and then they did Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 2 is amazing, right? So I'm hoping for the sake of the franchise that this would be uh, the Assassin's Creed 2 of the Watchdog franchise. But I I'm hoping Ubisoft just kind of. I'm glad they're not releasing an Assassin's Creed game this year. I hope they kind of just do the thing where let's just let these games incubate a little bit more instead of doing the annual release like Assassin's Creed. I'm glad they're not releasing one this year. But are any of you interested in Watch Dogs 2?
I am a bit.
Cool.
But I don't think I'm going to be getting it when it comes out. I want to sit back and kind of watch what happens.
Did you watch the trailer? I've not seen the trailer.
No, I was planning on doing that tonight.
Gotcha. So apparently it comes out, or no, not comes out. It takes place in San Francisco. Where did the first one take? Is Chicago?
I think it was. Well, wait.
New York.
Yeah, I think it was Chicago.
Gotcha. Coffee. Any thoughts on that?
I've never really followed the franchise. I can't really make an assessment one way or the other when it comes to the open world type games. I'm kind of at least I'm a little burned out on them for now, so I'd never really paid it much attention. But I agree with you. I hope that for the fans of the game series that it catches on. The second one, impresses. So.
Cool. Another delay. Horizon Zero Dawn has been delayed to February 2017. Was it supposed to come out this year?
Not sure.
So I guess maybe it was a holiday game. I don't know. That game looks awesome. So I'm all cool for it. Actually, I kind of because the debut of that was last year's E3, correct?
Yeah.
So I was actually kind of shocked that the game was supposed to come out this year. I thought if anything it would have come out next year anyway. So the question is if they're going to delay it again or not. But they have an official February 28, 2017 is when that game's supposed to come out.
Is that
I'm
Guerrilla?
stoked about that game. What about you guys?
Is that Guerrilla Games?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I saw that trailer once, and I didn't follow it since then. I'm gonna have to rewatch because I can't make a good assessment at the moment because it kind of fell off my radar. But I'll have to check it out again and get back to you.
Okay. What about you, Frozen?
Yeah, I have no idea about this game, so I'm gonna have to look into it.
Wait, you don't. Oh my God! So you guys, all right, Coffee. You must not have seen the trailer, because you would not forget this trailer, as far as or at least the presentation they had.
Is it the one with the dinosaurs and stuff?
Yeah, the robotic dinosaurs.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So, and what do you think about the original reveal?
I mean, it looked insane, but I don't know. At the time, just around that E3, I was dealing
Fair
with some
enough.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm very, very excited about this game. I don't think I've ever played a Guerrilla Games game before, but they're the ones that did Killzone, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this really seems like they they're getting a free pass from Sony to do what they want, and I think that's gonna translate very well. We'll see. We'll see. Cool. All right. So before we get into E3 stuff, does anybody else have anything they'd like to bring up?
Should we talk about any new games we've been playing, or?
You can. You can.
I just wanted to mention that I started Gone Home.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah. So I've been checking that out. I don't know what to make out of it so far.
How
Like,
many? How long have you played into it?
maybe like an hour, hour and a half.
Okay.
Just, I can't decide if I'm intrigued or a little creeped out. I can't decide. Is it a horror game? Is it a mystery? What the heck is it? You know,
No
like,
comment. No comment.
yeah,
Yeah, no comment. But well, yeah, I know.
All I ask is that you just play it to the end, which I'm pretty sure you'll do.
yeah, I will. It's interesting. It's interesting. I just don't really have an assessment yet.
Just a heads up about the pedigree. If I remember this correctly, I think that game is made by ex Bioshock devs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. Yes, and their next game, Tacoma, I can't wait for that to come out. Um, yeah.
It's a
Well-
spicy little number.
Hey, before we get into E3 stuff
Sure.
and Coffee, I don't mean to interrupt you if you had anything to contribute further, but I wanted to talk to you guys about it. A game that I just found out that's in the works called Absolver. Has anybody heard of this?
I've never heard of this.
No idea.
Okay, so this game is well, it was developed. It is being developed by a indie company called Slow Clap, and they're teaming up with they're teaming up with Devolver Digital. And Jeppy, I know before our podcast, I was asking you about excuse me, Devolver Digital because it rang a bell, and you were reminding me like they are, what did you say, a publisher?
Yeah, indie publisher.
Yeah.
More PC centric. They did Talos Principle and the Hotline Miami games off the top of my head, but other ones too I'm not thinking of.
Gotcha. Well, this game, I think it's the first of its kind that I've seen. They're creating a gunless MMO game. It's a melee-based MMO game that uses, from what they are claiming, fluid real-time combat with both PvE and PvP aspects in the game. This game is supposed to come out on both consoles and PC. I saw a little bit of the teaser for it. It looks really interesting, and it seems as though you can do some solo duels with one-on-one with people, or you can team up and do invite some friends to do like 3-on-3 battles as you're going across the landscape or whatever. But I'm interested to see what's going to happen in the future with this game, and I want to keep following it because it looks really, really good. But I just wanted to throw that out there to you guys.
Cool. Maybe they'll show us more E3.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. Let me see. How long have we been recording? Has it really been? Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay. I think I know we talked about possible question of the week, but I think we should just do E3 stuff for question of the week.
Sure.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just go over the main schedule really quickly. So I think technically E3 starts on Monday, but it's kind of a strange schedule now. So from what I understand, EA last year Bethesda had a separate event before EA, which was successful from what I understand. Before E3. And EA, I think this is the first time they're having a separate event from E3, but around E3, both in time and place. So everything starts off on Sunday. EA is going to have its own press conference 1 p.m. And then the same day, Bethesda's going to have its press conference at 7 p.m. So just from those two press conferences, are there any predictions at all or any hopes from either of those publishers?
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
I would love them
Um,
to show it, talk about it, and give a release date.
yeah, I just remember 2 years ago they showed us the developers talking about it. I was like,
Right. Even that itself was like, oh my god.
yeah, but at the same time, like, I need to know more. Give us more info. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Uh, what else from EA? Anything?
Hmm. I don't know. Do you think? Well, same thing with keeping in line with Mass Effect. Do you think they might do a re-release of like a remastered Mass Effect 1, 2, 3?
I hope so, man.
I
I
would love to
really do
get
hope
that
so.
on
I
my.
would be down for that.
Yeah.
I would love to replay them again. That would be dope. I'm not expecting anything Dragon Age related. Uh, Now I don't know if they're gonna do anything. Oh no, Epic Games is separate, right? Epic Games is not part of EA, correct?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't know. But either way, I mean, outside of that, EA doesn't really stand out much in my mind. What about you, Coffee?
Uh, besides seeing some footage of Andromeda, um, nothing really on my radar.
Okay, okay. Bethesda, anything?
Do you think a new Elder Scrolls might come out?
I don't think they would do that right after Fallout 4 came out. And I love what they did
Oh
with
yeah.
Fallout 4. They announced it not too long before the release, which was cool. I think they're gonna show more Fallout 4 DLC. I personally am not interested in that, but more power to them. One thing I am interested in is I want to play Dishonored, the definitive edition. I want to give that a chance because the second one's looking pretty cool from what I understand.
Yeah, it looks good.
And I've only heard great things about the first Dishonored. It's kind of a sleeper hit.
It's quite good.
Um, what else? I don't know. Is there anything else from them?
Can't really think of anything else.
It'd be
We'll
nice
see.
to see a new IP from them.
That would be cool. They knocked it out of the park last year as far as having their first press conference, so that was cool. Okay, let's move on to Monday. So Monday, things start right officially 9 a.m. We have the Microsoft press conference. So when it comes to Microsoft, it's hard to.
Goat
So
Simulator
we
2.
have the. Say it again.
Goat Simulator 2.
Dun, dun, dun.
Revengeance.
The Billy
The,
Goats.
Goatning. The goatning.
Microsoft is, I think, for the most part, easily underestimatable. I think one of the biggest announcements they had that I didn't see coming was the backwards compatibility. That was really cool. And they had, I mean, they were overshadowed by what Sony did in hindsight, but they did unveil Gears of War 4, which I'm slightly excited about, but I at this point it's not huge on my radar. But I am more excited about indie games. I would like Cuphead. I want to play Cuphead so badly. I want to play Below so badly. What else was it? Tacoma, but I think it's coming out next year. And Inside, I think, which is the follow up to Limbo. So that's been in development for a while. But what else could they show? Um, Halo.
Slimmer. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Coffee.
So with Halo, I feel like they probably would. I think that's a safe bet, but I feel like they need to just step away from Halo.
Oh, I agree.
You
I
know?
agree.
So I think they're gonna focus mainly on Gears of War. The whole Fables Legend thing is a complete mess. What else? Maybe the new Crackdown, right? Yeah, I think it's just called Crackdown.
Do you think they're gonna show more of the what is it, the hollow, what is the
HoloLens?
hologram, the HoloLens?
Oh,
Yeah.
HoloLens. I don't know. So we have heard the rumors or the reports of the slimmer version coming out this year. I think they're going to show that, and the souped-up
Yeah.
version next year. Um, it's very. They're in a tough spot because there's pressure for them to just keep up with the Joneses as far as doing VR, and I have heard rumors of the more powerful Xbox One to be able to support Oculus. Um, which would be cool, but at the same time, what does that mean about the HoloLens, right? So,
Mm.
are they gonna play it safe and just go with? Well, I don't think they're gonna scrap the HoloLens, uh, but I'm very curious as to how they're gonna play it. I hope they do give us more insight. You guys know more excited about VR than AR, but I think it would be they still have catching up to do. They really screwed themselves a few E3s ago,
Think
like
they're gonna.
hard. And the messed up part is Don Matrick, which I never liked that guy. That guy was such a sleaze in my personal opinion. And whenever he would talk, you guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
Uh-uh.
He was the guy who he was, I don't know if he was a CEO, but he was the main face of Xbox, and he was the one who was behind the whole Xbox One. It was probably his idea. Yeah, let's keep it,
Oh.
attached to the internet or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
And then he left, and I think he went to Rovio or something like
Yeah.
that. Or
Yeah.
yeah, and then he was whatever. But Phil Spencer took over, and I like him a lot. I think he's a cool guy. But
You think they're gonna do?
Don Matrick screwed it, and they're still paying for his mistakes, and that sucks. But I feel like Microsoft has a lot to prove, especially after last year's E3, after what Sony did with all those
Oh yeah.
huge bombs.
Mhm.
So I'm very excited and curious to see what Microsoft can do. I just don't know what they can do, So I'm hoping they have some tricks up their sleeve just to disrupt the industry a little bit, make things exciting. But
It's gonna be a Halo VR game.
yeah,
I think that's what's gonna happen.
yeah, and also considering they lost that contract with Call of Duty, so Sony now has Call of Duty and Destiny as far as exclusivity and early release
So
for DLC, which is that's a monster. That's a huge thing to go against, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that's massive.
I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so are there any other thoughts on Microsoft?
Nope.
Okay.
Nah.
Got you. All right. Later that same day, 1 p.m. I actually want to watch this because I always miss these. Is Ubisoft. Now, for those who don't know, Ubisoft's press conferences have been notorious for being the most cringy things ever, and that would be the only reason why I'd want to watch it.
Mr. Caffeine.
Mr. Caffeine is fantastic. Joel McHale is a great host, but remember the laser tag thing?
Oh, the worst.
And apparently he didn't know.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god, it's just thinking about it. It's great. Does Ubisoft do this on purpose?
Yes.
They must, right? As far as games, obviously they're going to show Watch Dogs 2, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, probably.
They might have an Assassin's Creed teaser for next year.
Hmm.
That wouldn't surprise me. They'll probably show something. Oh, wait. What's the Ubisoft... What was that game last year that was unveiled? Was it For Honor?
Not sure.
What was that?
Not sure.
Oh, I think
Oh, not
I
sure.
thought you just said sure.
Frozen, you know what I'm talking about?
No, no.
It was I don't remember if it's a Ubisoft game, but it was a game where it was 4 people. I think it was 2 versus 2. It was just sword fighting.
Hmm.
And you could be either, I guess, a samurai or a knight, and it's supposed to be very realistic sword fighting. You have to correctly parry and then
Hmm.
stuff like that. But it got really good impressions last year. I feel like it's a Ubisoft game, but I wonder what kind of artsy game they're gonna have this year. They had, was it 2 or 3 years ago? Was Valiant Hearts? Then it was Grow Home,
Hmm.
and then Unravel. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna announce this year. But what other Ubisoft? You got the Tom Clancy games, right? I hope they bring Mr. Coffee back, or Mr. Caffeine. We had Mr. Coffee. The I want to watch. I want it to be so cringy.
I don't know.
You know who I really wish would have a press conference? Konami.
Yes. I want to see how bad it is. Oh,
Yeah, I want to see those monsters.
I
That'd
want
be
to
great.
see. I want to see them get set on fire
Wait,
by Kojima.
Yeah,
do you
I think Kojima's going to make an appearance, and
I think so too.
I'll put this in a far-fetched prediction, but I'll say he's gonna.
Wait, can we save that for Sony?
Yeah, yeah. I thought we were
Yeah.
jumping into it. Okay, no problem.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, as far as Ubisoft, I don't know what else they could show. Maybe more Division stuff. Maybe Ghost Recon. I don't know. But it is what it is. Okay, Sony Monday, 6 p.m.
Yes.
What do you guys got? Frozen, you go. What were you about to say?
My far-fetched prediction is going to be a realized PTVR. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's labeled as PT?
No,
Okay.
no, yeah. Well, I'm not. No, because I know that
Now,
the
now
rights
is this from
belong to Konami,
Kojima?
I think. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool.
I think he's just gonna come out. He's gonna come out with a Konami flag. He's gonna burn it live on E3, and then
With Ludens.
yeah, and then the Ludens are gonna come out, and it's just gonna be projecting VR PT type game from their helmets.
That would be smart, though. I don't think that's that far fetched because, Sony has a lot to prove with VR, just in general. I mean, considering going up against Oculus and so they have to do two things. They have to compete against Oculus and HTC,
Mhm.
but at the same time, they also have to prove to everyone, because it's still very debatable. It's like completely up in the air as far as the viability of VR, and they don't have Kojima in their pocket. That's not the right phrase, but they have Kojima's interest and loyalty essentially, and that would be, man. I think that has a very high chance of happening. They'd have to do enough for it to be different that they don't get sued by Konami, but that would be dope if it was. Oh my god, I can see it now. Frozen, I think you're onto something. Like, okay, so we see the Sony press conference, and at the very end it says one more thing, and then it says Kojima Productions, and then it says Guillermo del Toro.
Yep.
Oh my god, that would
Yep.
be crazy. Even if that's not VR, that would be amazing. And Kojima, he's Trollmaster 5000, right?
Yes.
So he has no problem not saying crap until he knows when to reveal something.
Mhm.
Man, you just got me super excited, man. I didn't even think of that.
I hope something's going to happen with Kojima, and that would be an amazing thing.
Now I know he kind of has gone on record saying that he's still in the very beginning stages of developing a game,
Yeah.
but it's Kojima. So we'll see. Now, yeah, we'll see. That's crazy. What about you, Coffee?
Well, mine was actually going to be in a similar vein, specifically with VR. I don't know exactly what, but um, so far I feel like with VR we've seen pretty much a bunch of, for the most part, tech demo type VR games where it's
Yes, I would
mostly
agree.
just kind of like what we did at the beginning with Wii Sports. Um, and I feel like Sony is going to unveil a virtual reality pet project. I don't know what it'll be, but something that's gonna blow everyone away. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be, but I think it'll be the first one that's just like, okay, this actually, I could see this being the future when it comes to gaming.
Wait, hold up. When you say pet project, you mean something that they're personally keeping close to the chest they're doing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, not like a pet game. A pet
Yes.
simulator. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
VR pet simulator.
No,
It's gonna
absolutely
blow
not.
you away.
Yeah, it's gonna blow you away. VR dogs. No.
Ruff, ruff.
Vrogs.
Rogs. V-Rogs, yes. No. I really could see them doing something crazy with it. I don't know which of their companies would develop it. Yeah. But I think
Ooh.
I could see something happening.
Ooh, I have a. I'm gonna piggyback on that. Is that something? Piggybacking on something?
Yeah.
Let me pig. Let me pig. Let me. let me pig. let me. Let me piggyback that.
Do not edit that out.
No, I'm. That's the whole episode. Is me gonna. I ironically sound like Porky Pig.
You can't even say it.
Let me pick that.
I look in the mirror. Oh my god, I put Porky. You know who I think would be the best for that personally? That game company.
Ooh. Yeah.
Imagine even if they did I think a VR flower would be amazing. But I hope they do a new game because we haven't heard from them since Journey, right? Am I wrong in thinking that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think some of the people that were involved with it were working on some underwater marine game, but I don't know if it's that game.
I'm wondering if they switch that to a VR game because that is usually their games are small enough that they could probably, and if they've been working on it since Journey, I think VR would be able to handle that. And if they could have some equivalent experience like Journey was, which I mean still might come. It depends, obviously, still might come off as tech demo-y, but I think that would be the best company to not overextend themselves because I don't want, because there's a game that's been announced for PlayStation VR that I think Gollum, yeah, where they are claiming that that's going to be a full-fledged game, which might be like fun, but at the same time I don't know. I'm not interested in that game because
Yeah,
I feel like the
neither.
more realistic they try to go with things, the less fun the game is. I don't know. The
Yeah.
less imagined. So again, I might be unfairly prejudging that. I probably am.
What about a
But-
level 5 type, like almost looking like Nino Kuni virtual reality game? I know Nino Kuni 2 is coming out, but if they did a VR game with like the Studio Ghibli style, oh, I'd lose it.
But they have the thing that makes me doubt that is I think is it for Oculus? I don't know, but there are VR experiences of you being in like My Neighbor Totoro or
Oh, really?
Spirited Away. Yeah, it's just you interacting with environment and characters. It's not a game. So I doubt if Studio Ghibli has let people use it for that, if they're going to have an exclusive contract for it.
I'm not
PSVR.
talking about the established stuff. I'm saying stuff similar to Nino Kuni, like that kind of idea.
Gotcha. That'd be cool. Games. There are games I'm very excited about for PlayStation VR, but honestly, I want them to show a more robust social aspect where you could be in a room and chat with friends and that would be cool. I would like that, but Either way, aside from VR, what else would you guys like to see from Sony?
I want to see more Final Fantasy VII. I want to see a
Yeah,
release for that.
that's a good point. Maybe some. Oh, I'll get to that later. Well, actually, I'll say now, kind of related. I don't know if Square Enix has a. Uh, do they have a press conference this year?
I'm not sure. I
Last year
know.
was pretty not good overall, or boring, I should say. I think that's the best. Um, but what if they showed some Kingdom Hearts stuff?
Oh, please. I mean, they
Well,
actually already released a trailer for
yeah, for 2.8.
2.8.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what about that? What about that 3 though?
Oh, I want that 3.
That three's gonna be in 3 years or something.
I will kill you.
I
You heard it here first, folks.
just look for my body. I
It'll have Mickey Mouse ears on it.
That's disturbing.
Dead mouse.
I
Woo!
personally am not invested into the Kingdom Hearts
Get
series,
out.
but I I really am excited for you, Coffee, and I
Oh,
really
thank
do
you.
hope they knock it out of the park
I
and give it
appreciate
a
it.
release date, man. A release date would be awesome.
It would. It would.
But I think aside from Persona 5, actually I think Persona 5's anticipation as far as a release date is second to Kingdom Hearts 3, right?
For me, yeah.
Well, I feel like, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like there are more Kingdom Hearts fans than Persona fans.
Correct.
Number wise.
Yes, I would
Yeah,
agree.
that's cool. I would like to see more Last Guardian in a release date.
Mm.
Have they announced the release window?
Sometime in 2020, maybe.
Um, so that I want to see Final Fantasy 7. Some Shenmue would be awesome. Some updated Shenmue material. That would be dope.
I want to see some more Yakuza. Let's see some, oh, that would be
Oh
cool.
yeah. Remind me what 5 has not come out yet, right?
Correct.
So when is that supposed to come out?
Next, I think it might be coming out at the end of the year in Japan and next year here. I think it's. I know
When's 0 supposed to come out?
same. I'm not exactly sure. I need to double check.
Got you. What else? Let's think. Let's think Sony. What do they? Oh, I'm looking forward to Outlast 2. I think it's coming out Halloweeny-ish, and I feel like they're going to. They should show more stuff because I remember the first time I saw Outlast 2 was in an indie showcase in Sony's press conference a few years ago. So I'm excited about that. What else? What else?
What about God of War?
Oh, that's right. That whole Nordic thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. I'm not thinking, oh, I got to get on launch. I'm just curious to see what's going to happen with that. But what I'm afraid of personally is it's just going to be more of the same combat,
Mhm.
and beat 'em ups. What are they called? Are they beat 'em up games? Hack and slash games, I would say, right? They've definitely come a long way, especially since Bayonetta and the new DMC is awesome. So I hope they step their stuff up, and I hope Kratos make me like him.
Yeah,
Make,
I mean,
make me not dislike him as a character.
but he's so likable. I mean, his personality totally isn't one-sided or anything.
What would be cool is if you played God of War and he was the final boss. You had to kill him.
Yes.
That'd be cool. But we'll see. What other major Sony franchise? I can't wait for Knack 2. The
Yeah.
Knackening.
Knack 2.
What about
Knack 2 for sure.
Coffee? We got to be careful, okay, for Frozen. But what about possible Last of Us 2?
I could see them announcing that. Considering they just finished Uncharted 4, I doubt they would be too far into the development cycle unless they had a separate team working on it.
Either that or just a teaser or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm giving you fair warning, Frozen. If they do show Last of Us 2 stuff, that might inherently and inadvertently spoil things for you. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Gotcha. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Cool. Let's see what else. Okay, so the big first party. So we have Horizon, um, possibly new Naughty Dog game. We have Final Fantasy VII. We already talked about Last Guardian. I really would like to see that game company game. We just said God of War. What else are we missing from Sony's front? New Destiny stuff we're gonna see, right? New Call of Duty stuff, which, man, Activision better. I'm curious to see what Activision is preparing in response to the Infinite Warfare backlash for that trailer. I'm just curious. Oh, Titanfall 2. But the question is Titanfall 2 going to be be talked about in EA's press conference, Microsoft, or Sony's? I would bet EA's or Microsoft, but we'll see. I'm not too excited about that, but I'm excited for fans of that. What else? Sony. Okay, what about your biggest dreams of all time? Because apparently Sony did them all last year. So
Chrono
they got the
Trigger.
money.
Or sequel to
man.
Chrono. Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
What about the I Am Setsuna, right? Oh, but that's coming out this year.
That's
like
coming
July?
out, yeah, July. On my
Yeah,
birthday. It
Oh,
means
nice.
something. Means something.
Let's see. Man, I'd like to hear more about Psychonauts 2. Psychonauts came out this week on PS2 on PS4. I think it's on $10. I'm gonna pick it up.
What about another Resident Evil?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Resident Evil 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? I'm curious to see what Capcom learned from the Resident Evil 6.
Yeah.
So Umbrella Corps comes out at some point, which it's like Gears of Resident Evil,
Dude,
and
Gears of Evil.
yeah, and then I personally did not like 6 at all. I liked 5. 5 was fun with Frozen Eye. It wasn't too scary. Well, I can see why most people think it wouldn't be as scary, but to me it was terrifying
Yeah.
because I'm a little,
You'd probably be okay now.
I'm never okay. That
Never
I am the Incredible Hulk, but instead of rage, it's fear.
Oh, there you go.
It's like, how do you keep the fear in? Like, I'm always afraid.
I'm always afraid.
Yeah. So that's me. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up because I completely forgot. What about from the Capcom front? What do we got? We got Mighty Number 9, which I don't know if they're going to show anything at E3 because it's so close to launch, right? It's a couple weeks.
Dude, if they did another Okami, I would. On next
That would be
gen,
awesome.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah. I feel like Frozen, I'm going to make a prediction that they're going to show some Street Fighter V story campaign stuff.
Yeah, I would think so.
That would be cool. What else? Man, there's so much. Do you think we're going to hear anything from Konami? Anything?
Pachinko.
Outside of Pachinko?
Pachinko fighters.
What if Konami announced Silent Hill? But the thing is, I feel like that would have been leaked at this point.
Yeah.
I think, well, not keeping in line with the same company, but I think Nintendo is going to shock us with the NX.
Again, that's coming up after, because we're still on Sony.
All right,
So I'm going in order. And Nintendo has theirs on Tuesday.
that's fine.
Cool. What else? What else from Sony? Have we hit everything up? You got the Media Molecule. You got Dreams.
Meh. I mean.
That would be cool in VR. I think.
Yeah.
Mainly to experience, but also to create your dreams with the Move controllers. I think would be a lot more fluid in VR. But outside of that, I can't think of anything. Maybe some indie games, but I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Nintendo Tuesday 9 a.m. Frozen. The floor is all yours.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Nintendo NX
As a surprise,
as the only thing.
but we know they're not going to show that.
Yeah, they're not showing it.
Yeah, as a surprise. I think it's gonna be as a surprise.
That I'm going to put that in the pipe dream category.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, but that'd be nice.
Coffee. I think I might have to watch, mainly for the site. I might have to watch the Zelda stuff.
Oof.
I'm excited. I don't want spoilers, but I might. Okay, Coffee, do you want me to watch it for you and give you the spoiler-free whatever answer your questions?
You know what? I don't feel like you have to do that, but I don't really want to do it
together,
either.
holding hands.
Yeah, maybe we could just,
Be prepared to.
hold elbows. What?
So you're not talking about linking elbows, like me with my hand holding one of your elbows?
Yeah, and I'll hold your other elbow.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't have any fears about the new Zelda game. Obviously, it's just.
I just don't want to know, frankly.
Yeah, that's the thing. But we'll see. But you know what, though, man, we gotta see. We gotta do this with Brainal. So yeah, we have to. Any trailer that comes out, I have to immediately analyze it. Mainly because I want to try to be one of the first people, or the whole site to be the first sites to break something like, oh, this song is Zelda's Lullaby backwards or something, you know?
Yeah. Great. Now, granted.
That'd be dope.
Now,
So we'll try. We'll put our Zelda.
I don't want to
together.
watch the whole gameplay session though. Like if they're doing trailers, that's one thing. But if they're gonna show like someone playing it for 2.5 hours, I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah, I just want trailers, but okay, Coffee. We'll try and coordinate. I don't know what your finals are like, but we'll try to see if we can watch that together.
When is it again?
Well, Tuesday 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized these are all Pacific times. That's all. So noon for us.
That's fine. I don't have an exam until 3:00, 3:30.
Cool. I should be fairly open. So we do expect Zelda stuff, Pokemon stuff.
Dragon.
I personally would
Quest.
like to say it again.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest would be dope.
Metroid Federation Force.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I personally would love to see Phoenix Wright stuff. I want to see the new game coming out, but I also want to see the 1800s one.
Yes.
Because I haven't heard from that in a while.
Looks awesome.
You know what game I heard was good? Is that Solitaire horse racing game?
Yeah, horse jockey.
Yeah, have you played that? I have not played it. I actually have the demo, but I never opened it. I never tried it.
I haven't played it. It looks like cards and horses. So there's that. But no, I heard it was good, and I was like, does not compute. I don't understand.
What else from Nintendo? Probably more Fire Emblem, right?
Yeah.
Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
I mean, the thing is normally with Nintendo, and I'm sure you could agree that my imagination would be running wild, but I feel like they've kind of put a limit on our expectations based upon what they announced they were showing at E3. So, part of me wants to be like, oh yeah, there's going to be a new Metroid there's going to be blah, 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 but I'm keeping my expectations in check. I still feel like they're really looking to blow the roof off the house at Tokyo Game Show with NX reveal. I'm calling it right now. They're going to show a new Metroid with the NX.
You know what I hope they do?
What's that?
I hope they... Do you remember the Video Game Awards, like 4 years ago or something like that, where Reggie was on and he had that Metroid pin?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping in the Direct, even though they don't mention the NX, I'm hoping they give clues as to the games coming out for the NX. Like they'll show something in the background, Metroid Prime, or somebody would be wearing a pin,
That'd be cool. That'd be
like
cool.
a Brainal pin,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. It would be cool if they showed more about My Nintendo, or maybe Pokemon Go, or
The cell phone games probably
yeah,
we'll see probably see
yeah.
some
You
of
know,
that.
I would be interested now. I'm curious, um, but we'll see, we'll see. Maybe Earthbound 2. It would be nice to get an official localization, or Mother 3.
Or Undertale for the next, but that
That
would
would be cool, or the Wii U. You know.
or the Wii U.
Yeah. But we'll see. It's so strange because so much news is coming out beforehand, and I don't know how to take this news. If, for example, like Watch Dogs 2, why would they announce this now? Are they afraid that this won't compete with other announcements? Does that show a lack of confidence in the game, or does this show? Do they just want it to get its own limelight before it get the hype train going?
Who knows,
Um,
man?
yeah, it's crazy. But I don't know. This honestly, this E3 could be a complete toss up. I'm hoping if Sony were smart, I'm hoping they do something similar to. I feel like they're gonna lean heavily on VR, but I think at the same time I do hope they. I I would love for them to be like, hey, you know what? We got backwards compatibility now, or if you know how much praise they would get if they did something as simple. It would be so synergistic too. Of, you know what, for PlayStation Plus, not only do you get the free games we're gonna give you a free, um, one credit for PlayStation Now every month. You can rent a game
Mm.
for this many hours. Any game you want. You know. Yeah, like that. That would be cool, and I think that would get people hooked on that service. You know, and or it would help alleviate the backwards compatibility aspect of of something, you know. But we'll see. I mean, with everything, who knows? But what I'm looking forward to the most is Ubisoft. They better cringe it up.
Oh yeah.
But either way, Sony's in a weird spot. They have to prove VR for the consoles, but also at the same time they have to live up to what they did last year. Microsoft, I think, has a fairly good opportunity if they have the right announcements, obviously. Ubisoft better be cringy. Nintendo has. They have their work cut ahead of them. And EA and Bethesda. Mass Effect, right? So, 1 week. 1 week. Let's see. Um, are there any other closing thoughts on E3?
No,
I'm
I'm good.
I'm excited. That's all.
You know, it's funny. I wasn't that excited until we started talking about it. Now I'm like really excited. So we'll
Yes.
see. Either way, if there's nothing else, first off, Giggles, you suck it. Okay? You suck it.
I agree.
And everybody, this was the Brainal Podcast, episode 30. 30 episodes. We are very, very proud to be doing this. And Frozen, I really, really enjoyed how you closed last week's episode.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as explaining,
Thank you.
we do have a website, Brainal.net, that is currently in the process of, what would be the correct word?
Revision. I mean, we're going to be overhauling it, I guess.
Okay. So you can check us out there. Keep in mind, if you're checking us out now on the website, it's still going through those changes. We do have a YouTube channel in which you can. We will be returning back to several Brainal Plays videos. Other things have kind of take precedence as far as in, I guess, personal lives or whatever things have come up. Mainly Overwatch, but we do plan on putting up some Overwatch gameplay pretty soon. We'll be introducing some guests, not official Brainal people, but people that me and Coffee and Giggles have played with on Overwatch that I think are cool people. And we also, you can look forward to our podcast. We do this, you guys know this because I just realized this is a podcast. Anyway, we do post on YouTube, but you can look for us on iTunes as well. And we would love for you guys to subscribe, comment, and just share us your thoughts. And we're having a lot of fun doing this. And on behalf of Brainal.net, everyone, see you on the other side of E3. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good E3, guys. We'll see you there.
So like E3.
It's high.